Okay, so the next option or the tab that we are going to discuss today is basically the behavior tag which we have. What it is going to talk about. The initial two tabs spoke about the people who are watching your content, who are monitoring your stuff. So basically, these people are called audience. Okay, and behavior is basically what do these people do after coming to your website. Okay, so audience, people who you know look at your website or who engage with your website, different parameters are also available. Acquisition is something like how did your website attract visitors, different channels, different medium, and different sources. And now it is behavior. What did all these people do after coming to your website? Okay, this user behavior is very important because the behavior or the expressions given by the users are directly proportional or related to the quality of the content. Okay, it is directly proportional or related to the quality of the content. As the data says, you click on the overview button, it is going to give you the summary of the speed, the site search, the event that happens on this particular section. Okay, publishers experiment. So we have several options here. Let us see the summary, whichever is given here. Okay, page views. Page views is one metric, which means how many times a visitor opened your website and navigated to different pages. Okay, a person comes to the website and moves from one page to another, one page to another. That is called page views. One person can create more than one page views. Unique page views. So there is a metric called unique page views, which means one person visited a particular page. So that is very unique. Okay. So there have been 36 page views that are unique, which means like people saw it only once. Okay. And people also saw the same page again and again. So total 46 page views, out of which 36 page views are unique. There is something called average time on the page, which means when a visitor comes to visit your website, the time that they spend on each page when they opened and they viewed this content, okay, the time that they spend on each page is basically called average time on the page, which means when people came to this website, the date ranges from October 27 to November 2, 2020. People stayed on each page for approximately 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Okay, bounce rate, people left this website 75 percentage, and 60.87 percentage people exited from this website, who left this website and gone. Now this is overview. Okay, what is the content, page title, site search, that is a search happening, event, where did people click and move on. So this is the summary of the report whichever we have at the bottom. Okay, you can go here, look at the behavior flow, which means what did these people do on your website. Okay, behavior flow, user interaction, or we can call it as a behavior flow. Okay, see this one, this forward slash means home page. Landing page, which page did people use to come to your website? So landing page, home page. Okay, from home page, out of 14 visitors, 12 people dropped off. 57.1% of the traffic dropped, which means they exited from this page. Only two people moved from this page to another page. So let me say highlight traffic through this interaction. So people came to this home page through mobile phone and also through computer. Okay, they came to the home page and 12 people dropped off and only two people moved to other section, and that too online digital marketing course. One person went from there online digital marketing course. Somebody opened the about Amada Kumar page. Here somebody came and they did a search in Google, and after search they left the website. Okay, so this is basically interaction. We can see this is a starting page. What we have here is a starting page. First interaction, a visitor comes, opens another tab, so he is interacting with the website. So first interaction. Now this is the second interaction and they go to other page. So third interaction is not available here. So third interaction has also happened for SEO starter, search engine starter guide. So when people came to the website, what did they do? The bounce rate is 75% approximately, because when people came to this website, 12% people dropped off and only two people, okay, 14.3 percentage people moved to the next page. That's the reason, that is what we call it as interaction or engagement. Okay, so what was the behavior of the visitor when they came to your website is what we understand. We don't get their personal details, but still we can understand that when people come to your website, this is the amount of time that they spend. That's one important metric. Okay, so now we have something called site content, which means like it is going to talk about the content inside your website. We are going to see data related to how fast your website loads. Site search, what are the terms used within your website to search? Event, where did people click, where did people navigate? And publisher, okay, how much revenue is your website is generating through Google AdSense program, that is called publishers. And experiments are something that you can run some experiment to check what is performing very well and what is not performing very well. Okay, now you can see here one is basically called site content, and we have the content of all pages here. Okay, the site content which contains the content of all pages here. Okay, you can see here with the site content, it says different URL for which the visitors came. So Digital Marketing Training Institute in Chennai, search engine optimization SEO starter guide. I received a home page visitor 2019 folder. So different pages where I received visitors. How many page views was generated for the home page, unique page views, average time spent on the website, how many people entered into the website, that is called entrance on the landing page, and the bounce rate. So look at this one, 69.23 percentage of bounce, 50 percentage of bounce. Okay, which means it will be good if your bounce rate is less than 40. Above 40 is like not encouraged. Okay, if you look at this one, there are bounce rate. Digital Marketing Training Institute in Bangalore has got 100% bounce rate. Two people who came to the website, they did not spend time at all. No time spent on the website. It is gone. Average page on time. So when people opened, they immediately closed and left off like this. So you can see the metric like this. So you can see the content information one after another. How many pages you have inside your website? You can see the data for each and every page. If you want to look into the detailed content on each and every page, you can click on this URL or go to the content drill down option. This content drill down option is going to give you in detailed information about the specific folder or a URL. So it is going to give you in-depth information about that. Okay. Number one, it is your home page. Okay. So 16 page views received to your home page. You click on that. Okay. You can see again this is the home page only, so we have no in-depth data. Okay, and I need to go back again. Yeah, so instead of this I click on all. Okay, so content drill down, I can go down here and see different folders. Okay, 2019, I open this folder. Under 2019 there might be two more articles. So 2019 folder and 9th month folder. Let me click on the 9th month folder, which articles are available inside. So my content are organized with the folders which is created with the date and month. Okay, so that is why it is shown here. These data are basically content drill down. So if you have a website with more content, you can check out each and every content separately on how it is performing, what is the bounce rate of each and every content, what we can see here. Okay, not only bounce rate, the engagement and other metrics whichever we have, page views, unique page views, average time on each and every page, the bounce rate metrics. Okay, we can use this metric to study about the performance happening on your website. We have something called a landing pages, which is nothing but people enter into your website. What are all the pages that people used to enter into your website is called landing pages. Okay, so people came to this website through homepage. They came through this website through this particular article, this article. They might have searched on Google. figured out this website, reaching out this one. So these are all the different landing pages where people entered inside and they left. Okay. And finally, we have got something called exit pages. Okay, exit page is something when people left your website. Okay, 10 people left my website from homepage itself. 4 people left my website through my digital marketing training institute in Chennai page. Okay, so through Bangalore page, 2 people left my business, left my website. So the page through which people left my website is called exit pages. Okay, so with respect to the content inside, you can check out the data related to your website content using the site content option here. Now, another important SEO factor or metric we call it as is the speed at which your website loads. It is going to break down the speed of each and every page separately. Now, if your website is having, let me say, 100 pages, overall your home page will be loading faster. But how about the other content website inside your? Those websites will be basically, loading slower. Now, when they are loading slower, that is not an encouraging one. Okay, so you need to make sure that your page should have good speed, and it says no data 00000. Oh, that's not good. Let me select a different data for last 30 days and see and apply the speed for the website. Site speed overview. Let us see what is the input here. Again, it says no data. Okay, might be some technical issue. It is not showing any data here. Okay, but let me go with the page timings, which means like how much time did this page take to load and display. Page timing. Okay, so look at this one. The home page of the website. The home page of the website is not taking much time, so it is loading faster. It's loading faster. So almost every page is loading faster. There is no time taken to load. There is no delay in loading this one. Okay, but what you see here is the page speed suggestions in the next one. Okay, the time taken to load. But if there is anything that makes this page not loading completely, if there is any issues, then this page speed suggestions is going to tell us what is the problem in this. So rather than using Google PageSpeed Insights tool manually, you can integrate your website with Google Analytics. And once integrated, Google Analytics can show the speed at which each and every page is loading and the same metrics that is given by the Google PageSpeed Insights tool. Okay, the same metric that is given by the Google PageSpeed Insights tool. So if you go to Google PageSpeed Insights tool to check the speed of each and every page, we have to manually enter each and every URL to identify how faster it is. Okay, but if you look into this one, Google says the page speed score is 65, 65, 74, 82, 80, 83. Now, so 68, 70 and below is little slow is what we can say. It says like the page speed score is 65. If you can have your page speed score as high as 100, okay, it can give very good results. See, four in total. Okay, so if you click on this one, it will take you to the Google page speed insights tool. There are four suggestions that is available, and we can understand what are these. Oh, it is going to HTTP, Kumara. Actually, I have only HTTP. Yes, I want now HTTP. So 83 is what is the page speed score it is showing on desktop. Okay, and on mobile it is saying 37. Okay, so the page speed score, and if I want to improve where is the problem, I can go down and I can report to the developer that hey developer, you know what, the largest content full paint this and the speed index, so this is very slow. Look into this one, why is this very slow, and make sure my website is loading faster is what we can say. So the remaining things will be taken care by the developer. Okay, that's what they're supposed to do. We can do nothing with respect to the technical stuff because we are not equipped with handling this. So page speed suggestions we can say. What we can tell the developer team? Hey, developer team, you know what? It seems like Google is offering 4 to 5 different suggestions. So can you please click on this and improve the page speed loading time? Is what we can say. Okay, to other people. Now we have something user timings, which is basically on each and every URL or a page, how much time did the user spend to stay. Okay. Unfortunately, there are lots of data which is not available here. Okay. So data available means we can check it out, but we have no data here. So this is going to give us information about the site speed, how fast your website loads. Okay, your website will have an internal search box. Okay, and how this internal search box works, site search usage. Okay, are people using the search box in your website? If that is the case, we can have a look at it. Okay, visits without site search. So 170 people have visited this particular page. Okay, and it seems like they did not use the site box. They visited, that's it, but nobody used the site box. If at all, if they have used it, what are the terms used to search inside the search box? So no term used because there is no usage or there is no usage of search term inside this website. And this is basically the amadukumar.com website I'm talking about. So this website has a search box at the right side corner here. Okay, did people go out and search something like this here? If that is the case, how did they use? How did they search? And it says like nobody used the search box. Only 134 people came, but nobody used the search box. That's what we can understand. Okay. So if what all people have used it, how did they use and what are the terms did they use to search? So it seems like nobody used it, so no terms are related to it. Okay, this is basically the internal search box on your website. Okay. Now we have search pages. Okay, different pages. If at all there is a search that is used to do it, it will show. So potentially people who come to my website, they don't use the search box, most probably because it is not visible. Lots of people doesn't know that there is a box like this to search. Okay, so because my background is also very transparent. Okay, white in color. I think why did I come to this document then? Okay, so okay, so it's basically Google Analytics. So site search, okay, the internal search tool that is used by your website, that is also being tracked and that will give you some results. Remember, only when there is an action activity happened, Google can track and give you results. If not, Google will not give you. Okay. Now events. Events are basically nothing but the place where people actually click using a mouse. Okay, go to the website and I click on about Amazon Kumar. That is one event. Okay, so the page which is loaded, it is also called as page views, but the action that we do is called an event. Okay, something happens, you click, you download, you reload, you upload, something happens. Okay, so basically, if you look into this one, where did it go? Events. Okay, top events, which means basically where did people click and navigate is what we can try to understand. Okay, why is lots of metrics are not shown here? I have no clarity about it. Because events could have been defined. What is an event? When people click on a particular button, because the event is not displayed, I think no data is being displayed here. If you are using a demo account, it can have you some data to show to you. Okay, so pages or events flow. Okay, my website is not related to event based activity, that's the reason it's also not showing. Okay, my website is purely information based content. Okay, so I don't expect people to click somewhere or add something extra. Okay, if at all it happens with events, okay, when we check out with the demo account, we can understand what are the events that is happening with particular website. Remember, when you are integrating a website with Google Analytics, Google Analytics will configure your interface of your product based on the category of the website you choose, based on the country you choose, and the time zone that you choose to display the metrics. Okay, so it will not be the same. So the metric that is available for e-commerce website will not be the same for a web metric or a website that is available as a blog where only content is created and published. Okay, it differs. But there is something called publisher, which means AdSense account. Okay, link your account with the Google AdSense. I think amadukumar.com account is not having Google AdSense displayed, but let us see if there is any point where we can show this one. Okay, link AdSense and our ad exchange to your analytics property. Okay, and I think I don't need to link to this one. The reason because um, this is the property Amadu Kumar property settings. Okay, so linking the account, AdSense linking. Okay, so publisher ID. Okay, AdSense for content. Let me continue. Okay, zero view selected. Link view. It will be all website data. One view selected and enable link. Actually, I don't display, Google AdSense on my, amazukkumar.com website. So there is no use of actually doing this, but still, just to demonstrate to you how to link the Google AdSense account. Now it is linked. So most probably I can go ahead and look into the behavior section and also navigate to the, okay, where it is publisher. Okay. Now let me see the overview. I think just now we have linked it. Whether the data will sync and display, I'm not sure. Again, so obviously it will not show because this property has no advertisement being displayed there. Okay, so this is everything is related to how do we generate revenue, how many publishers, advertisement are shown, all that stuff. If you want to see the real revenue of Google AdSense that is happening, you need to log into adsense.google.com. If you want to see the original data that is happening with the search console or search engine percents, please log into webmaster.google.com to check the data separately. Okay. Okay, so yesterday it was 0.21 cents, now it is 0.01 cent, and for last 7 days, like $1.08, something like that. So this is the data that you can see here. Okay, how many times it is shown, how are we receiving this data and metrics. Okay, pretty cool. That is something different. Google AdSense data we can see in depth. But that summary can also be important here. But remember, this Google Analytics or Google AdSense data is for almost all the property which I have. See, Amway Readers, Basic Talk Plan, Appna.com, Tamil Portugal, India University. So combination of these many summary is what I'm seeing as data. But in Google Analytics, I'm tracking only a website related to amudakumar.com. Okay, but amudakumar.com has no Google AdSense integrated. Can you see? Amudakumar.com is not shown here. Appna.com is shown, Basic Talk Plan is shown, right? And Amber Readers or Blogspot.com is shown, but Amadhukumar.com is not shown because there is no Google advertisement integrated with Amadhukumar.com. Okay. So publisher pages, what are all the different pages my AdSense are integrated? I have not integrated AdSense in my Google, I mean in my Amadhukumar.com website. So no content here. Okay. So basically we also have a last option called experiments. Okay. You can try to experiment something new. Okay. Whenever you are planning to make some change on your website and before you go out and make the change, okay, you can try to create or run an experiment for 3 months or 5 months, basically under publishers. Okay, these experiments that you can run it from here actually. So here it is. I have ads. Okay, sites. Okay, I have advertisement controls, reports, or I can check with accounts, personal settings. Okay, so what I can do is whenever I try to create a new view or a new content, okay, let me say payments optimization. Let us try to explore. They have added a lot. Okay, no suggestions here right now. Reports. Oh, it is under beta version. Okay, so most probably what we can do here, they have changed the integration. This is really nice. Okay, next, next. So here is where we can see the earnings that is being coming inside. Okay, so this is a new interface. Huh? Okay, so whenever we look into this particular data with respect to their revenue, whichever is generated, okay, so we can go to the report section or to the different advertisement section that we have here. We can run a comparison, we can run or run experiment to check what if I change a new ad unit to my account, will this give me a result or not? Okay, for some time, and if that experiment is giving you better results, yes, you can have it. Otherwise you can remove that particular implementation inside your website. Okay, you can run an experiment to do that. With respect to AdSense, okay, we will be discussing in detail about when we are discussing about the AdSense concept. Okay, so if you pay attention to this one, the behavior section completely talks about what does people do on your website once they come to your Google, I mean your website, and these websites are tracked by Google. Okay,